Hi guys, Joe with River Valley Marine at Lake Minnetonka here. Today I'm going to take you through a Cobalt R35, my favorite boat in the Cobalt lineup. This awesome boat is 35 feet 4 inches length overall. It's got a massive 10-foot 10-inch beam. We've got a huge swim platform back here with a flip down swim step to make it easy to get in and out of the water. Beyond that, we've got a larger portion of that swim platform that is submersible. You hold a button and it hydraulically lowers into the drink. A couple things. People that have limited mobility, makes it easy to get them in and out of the water. Or what you'll probably use it for more often is if we're a floater at anchor, we can lower it down, 18 inches into the water, and then we can kind of sit submerged. It's sort of like the swim up bar at the resort in Mexico. Underneath the stern seat, we've got a really cool feature that they call splash and stow. What it is a giant power lily pad. I've got a button that I hold. It's going to roll out. It's 20 feet long. There's an air compressor built into the boat. You just hook a hose from the air compressor into the mat. It's going to blow up. More importantly, when you're all done, it's going to suck the air out and reel back in. If you've ever reeled up a lily pad on a 95-degree day, you'll see the value in that option. At the stern seat, we've got a convertible backrest, so it can be forward or aft facing. We do have some additional lumbar support here so that if people were utilizing the seating inside the cockpit, you can still have people hanging out on the swim platform. In the center, we've got a little center console with some cup holders and a wireless phone charger. Wireless phone chargers throughout this boat. We've got one at the helm, one on the port side, a couple up in the bow, and then USB plug-ins throughout as well. On the starboard side, we do have a side entry door to the cockpit here, what we commonly refer to as a dive door. Makes ingress and egress from the boat really easy. That's going to line up with most docks. So again, if you've got guests with limited mobility, it makes getting on and off the boat really, really simple. Over here, we've got the controls for our power sunshade, which is extended right now. You see you've got great coverage here, so we can keep our guests comfortable no matter what the weather is doing. But touch of a button and we can reel that thing in. You'll notice that we've got a massive seating area back here, and it's a nice conversational layout. What you can't see, because we've got it popped up, this is a galley right here, but it pops up out of the seat. So I've got a switch up at the helm here, and if I hold a button, it's motorized. That's going to go down, and so that's a seat. And so we've got a complete U-shaped seating area here, very conversational layout. We're all facing one another. We do have a really big cockpit table that mounts there. So if we're using the galley, we've got a place to serve the food. We've got really big freezer and refrigerator underneath these seats here. And if we had a day where we had more guests than usual out, all the in-floor storage compartments on this boat do have a plastic liner that drains to the bilge. So you could fill that with ice and put extra drinks in there, and as it melts, it's just going to drain to the bilge, and you can hit your bilge pump and pump it overboard. And moving forward here, we've got massive helm chair and portside co-captain's chair. Both of these have bolsters, so we've got several different configurations here. And this boat does have a small berth, or what we sometimes refer to as a day cabin on the starboard side. The side of the helm opens up. We'll show you that in a moment. Opposite that on the port side here, we've got a generously sized head compartment. It's an electric flush porcelain toilet. So in other words, that's a potty that you can actually use. No offensive odors, 12-gallon waste tank, porcelain system. So, we don't have to tell our friends not to use the bathroom. And 2 steps down into the cabin here. And this is what I would still consider a day boat. Not that you couldn't do overnights on here. You certainly could. This boat has a generator. It's got an air conditioning system. It's got heat. But this is a great space if you've got a guest that's had a little too much fun or needs to get out of the sun. Kids, grandkids need to take a nap. Place for the dog to hang out if you're getting lunch on the wharf somewhere. We've got a 22-inch smart LCD TV down here. Nice little couch. You get past the wall, and this does go the full width of the beam. I'm 6 feet tall, and I can lay all the way down in here. So you certainly could do overnights if you wanted to. And into the bow, you guys. So a couple things here. Every Cobalt has this little holder for the windshield. So when you do have the windshield open, it's going to lock that in place. You can ride around with the windshield open and not worry about that thing flopping around and breaking. You've got a windbreak that secures into place here. Really big seating area up in the bow. We've got armrests on both sides. This is hinged. We've got storage underneath there. Again, all of these storage compartments do drain to the bilge. The entire design of this boat is what we call self-bailing. So if any water gets on board, it's going to find its way to the bilge and you can pump it overboard. We do have a cooler built in underneath that one. As you'd expect on a boat like this, we've got a windlass anchor. And with this windlass, we've got a switch up in the anchor locker itself, and we've got one back at the helm so you can control it from either place. You know, best practices though, we're gonna have this thing tethered off, so you'll have to come up here anyway. I always think it's best to control it from here, but to each their own. Anyway, that's your windlass.